play, walang home court sa'kin sa Santa kahit ito na nga, wala namang dito pag ako ang mga diretso sigaw bababa ako ay
Galing ni Pablo, sobra, no? Oh my goodness, nakaka-in love yung mentality niya on how he produced the lyrics, no? Isipin mo, ginagawa niya yung part ni Ken na alam niya na si Ken ang mas may effective na gumawa ng part na yun. I'm not sure if I'm making sense at all. Grabe, no? To be honest, no? I just want to say this. As Pablo, as genius as he is regarding making lyrics and composing songs and rhythms, si Simon Servida is the counterpart of Pablo sa mga beats and arrangements eh. Alright, let's do this. Ito na ang Simon Servida. I produced a song with 50 million streams. By the way, this is Uzi Vlogs and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Please click that subscribe button, notification bell para updated ka sa aking mga videos and all of my reactions. And I am now reacting to the video or vlog ni Simon Servida on how he produced the song that hits 50 million streams worldwide, and that is Gento. Itong song na naririnig nyo. Alright, ito, papakinggan na natin at papanoorin na natin at makita natin kung ano nga ba, paano ba daw pinroduce. Alright, here we go. Let's play.
On May 19, 2023, I produced a song for a Filipino boy band. The boy band is called SB19, and the song I produced for them is called Gento. And little did I know, over the next few months, this song would go viral. There have been thousands of videos of people on YouTube reacting to the song, and it also turned into a viral dance challenge on TikTok. Celebrities, dancers, and other artists were all making videos with it. Everybody's pointing at the ground and humping the air like this. And as of right now, the song has 30 million views on YouTube, 25 million streams on Spotify, and over 1.8 million videos on TikTok. So today, I'm going to give you guys a breakdown on how I made the entire beat and the process behind it. I get a message from Pablo on January 21.
Are you busy? Just wanted to told you before we will be needing 6 songs again for our next EP. Hope you could make some beat for us. If you're available, maybe we can discuss it further. 22, ang bilis siya mag-reply. In fairness, ha? Pag 20, ayan yun, 22 rin, no? So, naka ano siguro sila. Yung, awag dito, ayun, walang notification bell sa message eh. Basta siguro, yung naka-alert, of course. What is the timeline? All of the songs should be ready by May because we're going to have a global tour. But the main track should be ready before April because we have to do music video for that. Nice.
2022, he goes, "Hey Simon, are you
Binasa
busy right
talaga,
now? We're
no?
making a new EP and
Nakichismis
I
eh.
want beats." I said, "Of course, what's the timeline?" He tells me he wants me to work on the main song for the EP, which is called Gento. And then he sends me this little document on how he wants the song to sound. Gento means like this, gold, aiming for a grimish, drillish beat, heavy, dark sound.
This is the main track of EP. Should be hype song, very heavy sounding, dancey. Okay.
Sounding, dancing, incorporating sounds that can be found at the mining site, rocks, pickaxes, hammers. Now, before I actually started making anything, they sent me a demo that they worked on, and this is how it sounds.
Ibang-iba eh, no? Ibang-iba, grabe ibang-iba. As in, wow. Grabe, no? Ibang-iba yung ano, no? Okay. Tamang-tama actually yung pagpasok ni Simon Servida. I mean like for just basing on the demo alone. Tapos yung ginawa ni Servida, kung siya yung gumawa nito talaga. Yung wholly, no? Entirety nung beats and arrangement nung kanta, ng music. Ibang-iba eh, ibang-iba. As in hindi ko makita yung similarity na doon, pero nag-iba talaga siya. Ito medyo heavy
So if
medyo
you
heavy,
listen to
medyo
the song,
dark,
you
no?
know it sounds completely different than what
Yeah,
the demo is.
actually.
They said it sounded a little too monotonous, and they wanted to be a bit more upbeat. So the first thing I thought of was this bass line idea. What I did was extracted the vocals, and then I came up with this bass line.
Napaka-generous niya, no? Napaka-generous ni Simon Servida to share this, no? Kasi syempre, well, siguro naman wala na kasi makakakuha din ng yung ideas niya in terms of how he produced the music, eh. So kahit i-share na to ngayon, if there's a new track that he will gonna do, hindi pa rin makukuha yung on how he thinks, eh. Kasi grabe, ang galing ng pagkaisip.
Dito basta bingo. Ritmo, makumpleto parang bento. Gento, kinaya ko.
So that's the main bass line I decided for the song.
Ang galing ng pagkakaisip niya ng bassline, no? Oh, no, normally when people do bassline, is bass talaga yung ginagamit, yung ibang gumamit siya ng na percussion bass. Kaya ganun yung tunog, hindi siya yung boom 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 boom. 'Di ba dapat ganun, eh? Boom 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 boom. Pero sa kanya, parang percussion yung dating, parang kahoy. 'Di ba? Parang kahoy na pumapalo. Yun yung ganun yung bassline niya. Ang galing.
And then after that, we just added this really simple kick and clap pattern.
Gento, dito basta bingo.
Ito basic yan, eh. Oh, basic yan.
After
Yeah,
that, we
basic
have
yan
this
yung ganung
shaker
clap.
hi-hat pattern.
Ito malupit.
Ginto, di na bali mo lang binto. Gento, bawat.
Galing ah. Ang galing ah. In fairness ah, tinanggal niya talaga yung dating music. 'Di ba? Kaya para siya talagang iba. Kaya parang nung narinig ko yung demo, parang iba talaga eh. So kinuha niya yung demo voice, tapos gumawa siya ng sarili, no?
Alright, and then we go into my first drop idea, and this one is pretty bad. So let's just kind of cringe for a second.
Actually, ang problema doon, okay naman siya. Hindi naman pangit yung itong tunog na ginawa niya yun. Actually, naging basis na to eh. Pero masyado lang malakas, masyadong maingay. Yung tunog na ito. Yung tin. So lumakas lang. I don't know how he's gonna do that here, pero tingnan natin. Pinuno is genius about Gento. Yes, the idea definitely, no. Kung paano yung Gento, diba? Yung lyrics itself, 'di ba? Yung idea itself, yung tempo, yung rhythm itself, of course Pablo 'yan. See what did Simon Servida did was to put the music, to complete yung kanta. Sabi ni Normie, hello, good evening sir from Nueva Vizcaya, hello. And Noah Pizana, hello sa'yo. So, ito nga,
Yeah, I don't like it. There is some components that I ended up using. He always mentioned that he wanted that mining site looking for gold soundscape. So there was a bunch of things I put to just kind of emphasize that. Snares like this, where it's kind of metallic sounding. I added this chant of army guys singing 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Then I made this really easy counter melody that went right over the bass line. And then that was the end of the first day. I sent that demo out to Pablo, and then this is what he told me, thinking more faster.
Again, I was thinking of more intense and faster vibe, maybe double time. Alright.
And intense vibes for the draw keys.
Tama ba? Mas mabagal ba yung tempo? Gento, nanda. Okay. Tama. Mas mabagal.
Said it was okay. Personally, I didn't love it that much, but if he said it was okay, I'll kind of stick with it. We change it later. So now we go into our second pass, and then this is where stuff really comes together. I had this idea of a melody. Since Gento meant gold, the thing that was just kind of sticking out in my head was money. So I just started incorporating a lot more money ideas. So I added this little cash register ka-ching. That goes in with the beat.
Ang galing.
And then
yung mga subtle, yung mga those subtle what do you call that? Yung mga instruments or sounds na nilalagay ni Simon doon sa kanta, yun yung it made the Gento rich, diba? In music. Pero kung hindi mo siya papansinin at hindi mo papanonoorin to, hindi mo siya mapapansin eh. Pero now na napanood ko to, I think mapapansin ko na siya na yung kaching ganun. Right, that is so cool.
And one of the most important parts was I created this vocal sample. So I came up with this melody, and I wanted to make it sound really cool and really robotic. And this is how I did it. So first, I recorded it incredibly slow. I'm gonna turn the effects off. I'm really exposing myself right now. Listen to how just crappy this sounds. Oh, I spent that money, yeah. Yep, that's awful. So the first thing I did was pitch it up one semitone. And then I stretched it so that it was a lot quicker. We add a bunch of effects, some auto-tune, some compression, more compression, some EQ, some saturation, and then some echo. And then we get this. Then we ran into some OTT.
I love, no? Grabe, no? Grabe na talaga on how you making music right now. I just couldn't believe na ganito may sobrang advanced na. I mean, imagine that. The demo was just the voice of Pablo. The music was from Servida. Tapos yan na. Yun na yung Gento, no? Nabuo dun yung Gento. Sobrang iba na talaga ngayon ng generation.
And then after that, went under the hood into the pitch corrector. So instead of this,
galing nito.
We bring the formant down a couple cents. Then we bring that down an octave. That is our main melody for the beat.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the pre-chorus section. So in this kind of genre,
so yun yung sinasabi ko na hindi nyo masadong maririnig, not unless ngayon na napapansin nyo siya, papansinin nyo na siya, ayun pala yung da. Diba? Pero hindi nyo alam na ano pala yun. Hindi pala natin alam na ano yun, na boses pala yun. Parang akala natin tugtog lang. Cool. Simon Servida. Sobrang lupit. Okay.
You're always really trying to change it up every so often. For this one, instead of going for that dark, fun party vibe, for the verse, we are now changing it up and making the pre-chorus a little bit more melodic, a bit more movement. We start off with a pad that has this little filter sweep here. And then we add in a couple extra things to give it a bit more rhythm. We add these plucks. We also add in this lead.
Woo! Super sweet.
So we have the same bass as in the verse, and we have the same rhythm, but this time we are doing a new chord progression. So now it's like this. And then we are adding classic build-up. We're just doing these 8-note claps with a little couple syncopated ones in between there. Some lifters.
Pang hype up eh.
Boom, boom, and then we go into our drop. And the hook is actually super similar to the verse. The only thing I do is I add this main melody that we made before. And then let's hear that together. So one thing I love when...
Grabe, no? To be honest, no? I just want to say this. As Pablo, as genius as he is regarding making lyrics and composing songs and rhythms, si Simon Servida is the counterpart of Pablo sa mga beats and arrangements eh. Grabe, solid eh. Sobrang nakaka-amaze yung music, kung paano niya iniisip. It's not easy, hindi lang siya humihinto sa okay, sige, okay na tong ganito. Kasi may iba parang okay na. And I think this is what's happening on some certain music, no? Na dapat talaga minsan kailangan kumuha ka din ng idea or makipag-collab ka din talaga sa mga people like Simon Servida, kasi they can actually enrich yung sound na naiisip mo, then you'll create this like wonderful music gaya nung Gento. Super blessed talaga sila sa isa't isa.
When working with these guys is they give me so much freedom to just experiment and try whatever
Exactly.
I want. I don't remember why, but for some reason, this like flute melody just popped in my head. If you remember in the note, he doesn't want any ethnic sounds. He wants like heavy, dark dancing sounds. And I was like, I'm just feeling fluty at the moment. So I structured out the song. I put in the dance breaks that we made before. And then, I just kind of sneak this little flute section just right at the end. If he doesn't say anything, okay. But, it doesn't hurt. I'll just throw it in here. And this is how the section goes. We start with the flute melody.
Yay! Galing nito eh. Actually, isa to sa
Add this little
pinaka-favorite
filter
kong
so
part
that it just kind of
Yung
sounds a
flute
little
sound
bit weird. Sexy snaps. And then I added these sexy breaths. And then we
Ang galing.
also have our 808.
Yeah.
It's very similar to the
Pero to be honest, no, I thought there was a Arabic or na influence, no. Hindi pala siya Arabic influence. Nagkataon lang talagang gumanon yung parang sa belly dancing music, yung tunog, Persian type or something like that. Naging ganun eh. Pero it's just because ganun yung tumakbo yung kanta, ganun niya naisip. Tapos nung kinumbine, naging ganun yung tunog. Smart. Nice.
the pattern in the other bass line, but now it's just a different sound. Right before the verse ends, we do a tape stop, and then we bring it back up right before the snap, and it's just so satisfying for me. You want to look at the time now? 26 hours. Why did that take me so long? So at this point, we have the main idea.
26 hours, mahaba na para sa kanya. I mean, it's not easy to really create that, eh, no? Pero, baka si Simon Servida.
Is pretty much there,
Mabilis
and
na
now
yung utak niya
everything is
pagdating
just
sa
tweaking
mga
and
ganyan.
refining, and that's where Pablo really comes in. He's giving me timestamps. At 50 seconds, delay the entry of the chorus. At 1:30, leave some silence for the next rapper to come in. He mentions he likes the flute part, and then there
Galing, no? I mean, like, pumasok kay Pablo, binigay niya yung kind of like almost finished product. Tapos si Pablo, isa still some as perfectionist as he is, no? Meron siyang, isipin mo, meron siyang mga stops na hinanap, diba? Tapos sinasabi niya, nice, good.
There is one more section at the end that he wanted me to touch up on. So now it's just a lot of tweaking. So this time the intro is a little bit longer. I'm adding in these anvil noises, adding these cinematic fills. At the second verse now, we do this complete breakdown section where we remove all the instruments and we just have these like cool cinematic drums going in. Alarms come back in.
Alarms. Alarm pala yun.
We're now at the fourth and final pass. Pablo actually sends me his vocals over, so I really have an understanding of where things are going. So this is him doing Ken's part.
No rush, I can do this all day. 24 mentality like Kobe. The harder I work, the harder I play. Walang home court sa'kin sa salta kahit away. Nangahita na nga wala namang kitadagdag. Pag ako ang mga diretso, sigo bababa. Ako ay kahit
Galing ni Pablo, sobra, no? Oh my goodness, grabe, no? Nakaka-in love yung ano niya eh, yung mentality niya on how he produced the lyrics, no? Isipin mo, ginagawa niya yung part ni Ken na alam niya na si Ken ang mas may effective na gumawa ng part na yun. I'm not sure if I'm making sense at all. May sense ba yung sinabi ko? Parang sobrang galing ni Pablo na, alam mo yun, even yung boses niya, he has to do it na parang siyang si Ken, 'di ba? And parang in-internalize niya si Ken eh. Tapos ginawan niya ng part ni Ken na ganun yung mangyayari. I think there's one time na sinabi niya sa isang interview na nung kinakanta niya yung Gento na part ni Ken, hindi siya effective. At now I understand. Kasi actually, though it's good, hindi siya masama na si boses ni Pablo yun. Pero iba na yung na si Ken na yung gumawa ng part niya talaga. Di ba? Bravo, Pablo. all the thing that I can say. Ang lupit-lupit mo talaga.
So
May kulang eh. Parang ganito yun eh. May kulang eh. Nung ginagawa niya, parang may kulang. Dahil ba siguro sa nasanay tayo sa Gento? Hindi rin eh. Talagang meron talagang ano eh, alam niya na may kick yung boses ni Ken dun sa part na yon. Kaya niya ginawa. 'Di ba yung alam mo yun yung part na hindi ko makukuha, 'di ba yung ganon? Tingnan mo pag ako gumawa cringy eh. 'Di ba? Parang pag si Ken gumawa ang ganda pakinggan eh.
they wanted to make one more section where it's just a chanting, kind of a breakdown, but super high energy, where they just kind of repeat.
Gento! Gento! Dito basta-basta bingo!
So I just added as many metals and percussions and just random sounds that I can find, and I just created this drum loop here.
Hindi pa nakontento, no? Talagang
Bring
dinagdagan
back
na
the
pa ng
flute in at the
aeroplano.
end. And then let's take a look at the last drop. I texted Pablo almost a year after. I'm still trying to figure out a melody for the first breakdown. I
Almost a
really
year
wasn't happy
after.
with that original one, and this is what I ended up doing. I found this sound in Serum that's just this screechy thing. Weird chromatic descending top line. I turned the portamento up so that it's all slidey and pitchy, and this is how it sounds. Made it a little bit choppy. Big fat 808 at the bottom. The drum sounds are really, really simple. It's just the sound of it is just a little different from what we usually had. Cool effects for my drum kit.
Which is true.
Woo, crazy. We still had the army chants in here. And that is 33 hours later. Not bad. But this is the final beat. Look at all of that.
Hindi siya nakokontento to, no? I think this is what makes a great producer, beats producer, also a great artist. Ito si Pablo tsaka si Simon. Kasi hindi sila nakokontento kapag hindi nila na perfect at hindi nila nakuha yung satisfaction. Hindi pwedeng umano na, sige, pwede na to kasi papasa na to sa madla eh. Parang gano'n. Hindi, parang there are bits and pieces na may hinahanap sila, and so surprising na alam mo yun. And actually itong video na to, it's a blessing din for us kasi sa mga producers na yun, mga matututo sila dito eh. It's actually a free training, sabihin na natin, demo training on how you can create a good song like Gento, di ba?
Not too shabby. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you guys want to listen to the full song and see the music video, I'm gonna have that in the description below.
Okay, just to wrap this up, right? I just like to say na the music of Simon Servida really makes a difference, no? And as I've said, no, yung expertise niya talaga created something special din dun sa idea, dun sa lyrics, sa rhythm, sa composition ni Pablo. And I think that's what makes this Gento very special. And we actually saw the reception of the public, the world to this. So now this will open more doors mo, especially for Simon Servida. Definitely there's a lot more artists na kukuha sa kanya, and also for SB19, no, nag-open na nga itong Gento sa mundo, and I think this fever of Gento is magtatagal pa for a year or hopefully 2, and sana no, mas marami pa sa makapture na tao and transform them to an 18, diba, pretty much soon. So I think that is it for my reaction dito sa Simon Servida video of Gento. And if you like this, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell, leave some comments, and click the like button. So goodbye everyone, and thanks you for watching my reaction video. Goodbye.